guys, welcome back to Welsh Bee Sports and the Wrexham vlog. And I just want to give my thoughts on the recent news regarding Wrexham AFC. Before I start, please do me a favour. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing these vlogs more regular now, once a week at least, as well as the interviews and the Welsh Bee Show. So I'm going to start doing these more regular. Come on board and join me. Please subscribe. If you can, come on board and join the party. Thanks for that. Yes, Wrexham drew 2-2 at home against Watford this weekend. Ollie Rathbone with a late equaliser. Great to see him back. He suffered an ankle injury on the Australian tour. And we thought it was good. Well, he's only played one game, hasn't he? The game against Cardiff. It's been a long journey back. I was worried that he might lose his place. He was the player of the season last year. And you just think, can he get back into it? Because we've seen what the injuries have done to Paul Mullin. You know, it can take a long time to recover and rediscover your form. And maybe he will struggle to get back into the team. Because, you know, fit Ollie Rathbone is, you know, the first name on the sheet. He was phenomenal last year. He was absolutely brilliant. So I did worry, would he be back to his best? It's still a long way to go. But what a goal. What an equaliser in the last minute, in the dying seconds. Wrexham fighting for a point. They've saved the day again at the racecourse. It's been a bumpy ride, isn't it? In many ways, the last few weeks. Difficult games. Difficult games. You know, these are tough teams. These are quality teams. Week in, week out now, you're playing essentially Premier League quality teams. These are clubs that have competed at the highest level. Fantastic goal yesterday from Josh Windass. What a finish. That was gorgeous, wasn't it? That was absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. You know, Wrexham did well in parts yesterday. It's just when they went behind, certainly where they conceded that freakish goal, it seemed to knock the stuffing out of them. But they're digging deep. They're now 14th in the league. 6 points from the playoff spots. It's tight there, isn't it? It's very tight. You know, you've got lots of teams around there. Wrexham on 28 points. You've got lots of teams there, you know, 29, 30. You know, Watford just above Wrexham on 29. You've got your Southamptons, Bristol Cities, Leicesters, Stoke down there. They've dropped a bit. They're around about 10th, I think. 7th or 8th, 10th. They're around there anyway. It's you know, it's tight. Maybe this is where Wrexham will finish, round about 15th. They're a top 15 team, and we'll take that. The playoffs are still on. It's not impossible to finish in the top 6, but they're not winning enough, are they? They're not winning enough games. That's the problem. But as I said, it's difficult. You just got to keep grinding away, chipping away, and it's very tight around Wrexham's place. Very tight just underneath the top 6. You've got lots of teams there who are competing against each other and taking points off each other. Nobody's putting a run together because it's difficult to put a run together. I mean, we have to perhaps say, well, this is Wrexham's best, you know, best sort of position, I think. This is the best we can hope for, which is nothing to be ashamed of. Wrexham are safe. Wrexham are safe in the Championship, which is what we all wanted. They're going to be in the Championship next year. They've survived with ease. They're 9 points from the relegation spots as it is. I said pre-season 60 points is realistic, and that would have been 12th last year in the Championship. That would have been 12th. And it's looking that 60 points is doable, which is comfortable. Wrexham deserve to be in this league. They're comfortable. They're not out of their depth. They're not struggling. But as we've said before, you're competing against really, really impressive teams, impressive clubs with rich owners themselves, with infrastructure, with 30,000-seater stadiums, with investment, with fan base. It's difficult. As I said, most of them played in the Premier League in recent memory. And Wrexham are competing, but just not winning enough. They were well beaten against Hull. They got what they deserved. It's an unforgiving league, as we know. Again, it's the Premier League's sexy cousin, isn't it? It's the Premier League's sexy but ruthless cousin. But to be in there next year, for me, this is like the next stage. The stage one is coming to an end for me of this whole process. Stage one has gone on longer than I thought. Everything's moved so quickly. But now we can stop, I think. 3 promotions in a row was fantastic. All we wanted was get back in the Football League. Get back in the Football League and stay there. It's gone so quickly. And so this is a time now just to stop and to just settle. And the Premier League dream is what the owners want. They were there at the weekend. The owners still want the Premier League. It's not outrageous talk anymore. But this is the next stage, I feel now. Remain in the Championship, and then you've got 5 years to build again, to consolidate that word that we don't like, but just to regroup and to build something. Let's get the foundations in place. Remain a Championship team for a couple of years, and then go for it. Hey, Wrexham are 1 step away from the Premier League. 3 teams go up every year. Why can't Wrexham be one of them in a couple of years? This year it's probably not going to happen. The playoffs, again, are possible, but they have to start winning more games. Don't they? We all know that. They're not winning enough. But to build for next year and the years to come, 3 teams go up. Why can't Wrexham be one of them? Why can't they certainly make the playoffs next year, finish in the top 6? So close to the Premier League. As I said, the owners were there at the weekend. It's not a dream for them. It's not talk. It's not a joke. They want the Premier League. They've now brought in new investment. Apollo Sports Capital have taken a minority share of the club. It values the club at 350 million. That's astonishing. Astonishing. Considering where Wrexham were 6 years ago. 6 years ago, they were bottom of the National League. Could have got relegated. COVID saved the day. Rob and Ryan bought the club for 2 million. It's now valued at 350 million. Liverpool was bought for 300 million. Back in 2010, John Henry and his team. John Henry bought Liverpool for 300 million. So, it's amazing what's happened, what they've built. And, it's difficult to see the club be sold off in bits. You've now got 3 investors there. There's 3 separate entities owning the club. Rob and Ryan, the Allen family, and Apollo. But this is the reality now. This is what needs to be done to professionalise the club and to take it to the next level. You're playing with the big boys. And it's all nice having a community club, and it's all part of the community, and it's family run and it's fan run, and it's all nice. But do you want to compete? Do you want to do it properly? Do you want the investment, the infrastructure, the facilities? Redevelop the ground? The cop's on the way now. We've seen that. These are the things that have to happen. I think American ownership, American investors, that Americanization of sports is perhaps what we need. It's exciting, isn't it? They do things different in America. There's a bit more razzmatazz, a bit more ambition there. And you have to commercialise your assets to generate the revenue, and they've done that. They mean business, Rob and Ryan. They've delivered on what they've said. And they're not mugs, and they're not stupid, and they're not fools, and they're not going to do things that are detrimental to the club. They're going to do it the right way. The Allen family, Apollo, they know these guys. They trust them. They've researched them. They've done their homework. But again, you have to add that firepower there now. Like as I said, it's a shame to see it being sold off, but I'm sure there'll be more investors. I'm sure things will get sold off. There'll be other shareholders and investors come in just to add that meat and that beef. But it's what needed to happen, as I said, to take it to the next level, to add stability and to fuel the growth even further. They're excited about what's going on. That seems to be the key. They're impressed with what Wrexham are doing, what the owners have done, the community, the fan base. The whole package, again, is interesting. And of course, results matter. The results matter. But yeah, so another interesting development for Wrexham. Another fantastic, chapter in this story. And the football, again, it's solid. It's not breathtaking. It's a bit frustrating, but look where we've come from. Look where we've come from. Certainly 15 years ago, when the problems with the administrators and the tax, and where it could have gone out of business, struggling in the National League. Look where it is now. Competing in the Championship and competing well. I've seen fans get very frustrated at performances, picking out players, turning on Parky at one stage when things were going rough at the beginning. You know, it's going really, really, really well, isn't it? And I think you've just got to celebrate what's happening and be excited. Be excited what's happening. The Premier League is not unrealistic. Might take a couple of years to get close, but again, why not? Why not? We'll see. Wrexham are a Premier League team in the third round of the FA Cup, Nottingham Forest. I'm torn on this. It's not the glamour tie that you want. You want a top 6 team in here. You want a top 6 club, an elite, a Liverpool, a Man United, a Chelsea. And with Wrexham being in the Championship now, I mean, we're playing Premier League level teams week in, week out. Your Leicesters, your Birminghams, your Blackburns, your Watford, Ipswich, Southampton. You know, we're playing these big clubs now on a weekly basis. We're going to these big stadiums. I wanted an easier draw. Get us through. Get us on a cup run. It's the first time Nottingham Forest have been to the racecourse since 1993. A 3-3 draw in the League Cup. Stan Collymore getting a hat-trick. Do you remember Stan? Stan the man. Likes kinky sex, I believe. Now, allegedly, don't sue me. Don't take me to jail. But apparently, Stan Collymore likes his dogging. He does a bit of dogging now and again, and who can blame him? If I scored a hat-trick on the racecourse, I'd go dogging too. So, go on, Stan. Good luck to you. Go for it. But Forest, yeah, winnable tie, but difficult. As I said, I prefer to have an easier tie where we can go on a cup run. But it's going to be a good occasion at the racecourse. It's on a Friday night now. It's been picked for television. We'll enjoy it. It's going to be exciting. But again, if you're in the National League, any Premier League team does. You know, when you're a non-league club, any Premier League team is fantastic. Any Championship team. But we're in the Championship now. And, you know, I think unless you're getting an elite top 6 team, you mean, does it really matter anymore? A Forest any bigger than Leicester or Ipswich or Southampton? We've played them this season. So without putting on a downer, I would have liked an easier tie to go on a cup run, because now we're a bit of a giant. We're a bit of we're a team with a target on our back. So You know, that's just me. I would have liked to go on a bit of a cup run. But anyway, cheers guys. Thank you for that. Just my thoughts on some latest news. Keep watching, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon.